Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is the Once More with Feeling Black Ice campaign in HOI IV. This is probably going to be the last episode that I get to record today because my throat is beginning to go. So let's see what kind of moves we can make in this final episode, shall we? Not the final episode of the series. Don't panic. Looks like we are going to be able to capture the Crimea, which is good progress. And various encirclements look possible here. Let's try and support those with some tanks. We've got the planes active. Not very many active CAS. Let's work on that. I know we have a fuel shortage. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten about this problem. Yeah, instantly getting beaten back by their tanks they have deployed here. Interesting. Perhaps a little cut in here could yield an easy encirclement. No, because they are holding that tile like it is the end of the freaking world. Hold, boys, hold. Thank you. Could I at least push them back from here? Yes, definitely. Good. Okay, fresh tanks. Move in here. Infantry moves south a bit. I'd like this airbase, preferably, actually, as part of my new defensive line. Ideally, of course, we'd push to this river. I suppose that's what we'll double down on attempting to pull off here. Let's see if we can do some moves here. We can cut in behind them, obviously. That's the best way to play this. Maybe capturing this airbase as well would be grand. Just generally solidifying our position on the front with a few small maneuvers. And if you want to keep coming down here. How are we doing in the air? Pretty good. Give me some extra air crews. Fuel is not great. We only got 270,000 left. One day I'll get a better idea of like what that means. Like specifically that amount of fuel. How much fuel is that? How long can I run? What size Navy and Air Force and stuff for on that size, that remaining fuel. But right now, I must say it means very little to me. Oh, Rostov is falling. Let's make sure we get some guys in there. Good. Moving through the Crimea. Supply situation really stabilizing on a lot of the fronts, including in Leningrad, where we fought them to a standstill. Do I have... Yes, I have a few guys still free. Let's send 4 more here, 2 more here, and then the remaining guy, honestly, is free to resume a post over here. And we'll have that become a proper offensive line. Good. Now we have these 6 tanks. We're pushing on the edge of supply right here. How easily could we do a... Well, I don't want to fight in these woods is the thing. Oh yes, and I was considering how doable is this push? Highly doable, like garrison divisions. And they are fighting us badly in the air here. What's the ratio like? Good. Good on our side. That's what I like to see. There's some more heavy guns being invented. That'll help out across the board. So what do I want to do with these guys? There's still more room right down here at the bottom. But other than that, we need to stabilize supply here in that region, so I don't think I'll send them there. I think I'll just keep them in reserve in the north for now. Could you perhaps take this tile for me, or at least weaken it, so we can get this pocket going. Bring tanks. Bring tanks, they will be needed. Okay, we're doing okay here. This cut-in is going to work eventually. Let's send the tanks north. See if we go for a slightly larger move here. Get an encirclement rather than trying to push through this marsh. Just keep fighting them in the plains wherever possible. That's a very unfortunate move. Them getting to this tile before me. Try and circle them further down, but it's getting increasingly risky. Let's consolidate the tanks a little. Might be able to cross here though, that would be great. And we're holding here. I want to push back to the Kiev line, or we might have to fall back again. Okay, there's the Finnish Tiger. Good. Now Finland. Military access. Excellent. Which means if we can retake Viipuri, which we were about to, we will be able to get supply in here without worrying about future problems from convoy raiding, which is excellent news. And we are indeed pushing in there. Hopefully I'll get there before their reinforcements plug that gap. And there is a key airbase falling under my command. So give me some men. Give me some close air support. Let's make some moves here. So, you guys now. Next tile. Tanks, don't let them push me out of there. And then head in on the north. Meanwhile, it means in the south we're going to have a much easier time of things. Don't let them pocket us, though. That would be a disaster. Ooh, grab this while doing a small attack to pin them here, however. That would be grand. Good. Manstein needs to get back to the front. Where are you commanding? Ah, yes, you're the defensive line down here. Which can switch to an offensive line now. And since they've got such terrible supply down here, I bet we could trivially pull off some high damage encirclements here. Like this. Yeah, they're an absolute joke because of their low org. So let's see how that goes. Should be an easy win. They're not even deploying planes against me. Speaking of planes, how are we doing up here? I'm going to have to push in a bit deeper to secure this particular encirclement. Sorry about the sirens, not much I can do. I mean, I could elect someone who's with a better policy on crime, I guess, but beyond that. You guys around here. Let's see what we can do to encircle these tanks here. And of course continue the push to Stalingrad. So new focus. What was that unlocked behind that one? I don't think it was anything that useful, but I can't remember. An anti-Soviet alliance with Finland, but they have to be fascist or authoritarian. Okay, we could build up some Norwegian air bases, get a nuclear tech. I think this is going to be good. Extra 10% factory efficiency base cap and 10% growth. Crazy good. Absolutely crazy good. Let's get that. Meanwhile, situation here is still tenuous. We are across here, however, which is going to allow for some large-scale assaults like this one. Let's try and throw all our weight behind that. This defense not going well is a big problem. Put some pressure on them there so they can't finish that attack. And the same here. Yeah, see, that's a problem. But it looks like I'll be able to break them out pretty soon. And we have the local supply from that victory point at least. Start driving them back here. And in the north, let's see if we can do some movement warfare, shall we? Get me a very rapid maneuver down here. And then if we can encircle and destroy this part of their front, that would be just superb. Good. They have broken back in there. If you guys could actually move into that position, that would be lovely. Yep, keep pressuring on them there. I think we're going to be able to pocket these guys. Over in the east, that pocket is all but established. Let's have you move in there while you move north. Then we can close this off. Meanwhile here, let's see what we can do to get this pocket going again. Astrakhan I would like to keep. So let's resume offensives there. There's our new medium artillery, which I will immediately follow up with the next one. And I probably won't upgrade until I get the next one. No, I will. We've got good retention, and quite good retention anyway. Yeah, look at that. We barely lost any production efficiency. That's lovely. We are getting slightly bogged down just short of Stalingrad, which is not great. Why has the music stopped? Let me fix that. Play music. We need some more use of dockyards. Why is there no sound in this section of the soundtrack? There we go. Give me more destroyers. Even if they're no good, we just need numbers of ships to get convoy escort efficiency. End up only trapping one measly division down here. I guess it's better than none. And we got our own trap divisions out. Try and keep pressure here if you can. There goes Sevastopol. We're going to need this area defended. Where is Sevastopol? Ah, right, of course, in Crimea. You guys are going to need a new front line against the north, but you can't have front lines just there. So we'll go with the fallback line. You would take this. You guys go on the fallback line. That clears out. Nice! Crimea falling into our hands. Of course, that's where we got those new dockyards. Excellent. These tanks... In fact, all the tanks in this area, let's have redeploy north and ensure we can pull off this pocket here. Apply slightly broader pressure on this front. You guys want to keep trying to push through. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. If we can keep it going. Obviously we need some men plugging these gaps in the defense behind the line. Give me... What is this? 3. Give me 3 more wings of close air support in here, please. Yeah, really struggling here. Hopefully with some reinforcements we'll do better. Encircling directly through Pripet marshes. Everyone knows this is the best place for tank maneuvering. Okay, over here. Still not managed to pull off this encirclement. Come on now. Oh god, and we got to encircle ourselves. That's never good. Let's see if we can break our boys out. You guys, hold on that for a second. Focus on operation break our boys out. Don't forget the southern half of this encirclement's empty anyway. And this salient is worrying, especially as they move in there. Just give this guy time to move up. Okay, and you guys shouldn't be active over there anymore. There's modern highways. That's going to be useful for moving around. Are we due this yet? Not quite. It probably it's time to start getting some of these, because they're very quick and they do give division attack as well as factory output bonuses. Okay, we've broken them here. So how about here as the end of this encirclement? No, it's also too well defended. Well, let's keep trying to put pressure on them here, so that when the tanks arrive, we have a hope. Bring down reinforcements from the other end as well. We should be able to hold it open with a relatively weak force, I think. I hope. Ah, that's the problem. That's the problem. We've been trying to push into this area where we don't have air superiority. Okay. You guys should all be active here, but you're overstacking. So you 3 switch to here. You guys suddenly air superiority, almost. You guys got some range, yeah. Give me that mission efficiency. Okay, suddenly green air. Now we should see our fortunes change. Okay, break them, break them, break them. Tanks are coming up. Just give me a tank deployment here. And give me all the tanks from the south. Right here. This is where we break them. This is where we devastate their central army group. Weaken their ability to wage war in the future. Okay. Crushing them out of Crimea. Liberated those encircled boys. Let's see now if we can crush this tank salient. I really don't want them to encircle these boys. But if we could take them here and then unencircle our men and simultaneously encircle these southern guys, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, meanwhile, over here, tanks moving into position. These tanks don't go anywhere. Stay right there, my boys. Okay. And this guy should come in. We have no manpower right now. Is that because I've accidentally left something on infinite? No, it's just because we're on low manpower. Alright, well, there's a bunch more. Alright, unified attack here, which can be immediately restarted with a new panzer attack once these guys get into position if need be. Relatively strong defense, but low on numbers. So I have, I feel like I have a fairly good chance to get these guys pushed out, especially once my new panzers arrive, who have suddenly decided to stop moving. All you guys, get up here. And just in these 3 tiles, that's where I want you. Just here. Just here. Okay, good. Yeah, really struggling here. But we have reinforcements arriving, and the longer I can give my cast just to hit them, the better I think we'll do. You, move in. No excuses. Move in. Join the ongoing fight. Just move up, join the ongoing fight. We'll keep it going until the cast bleeds them out, basically. At whatever casualties necessary. There will be no cessation of violence in this tile until it falls. I don't care how many lives it costs. It's going to cost a lot of lives, by the way, but I do not care. Just bring me that tile. Their anti-pocketing AI is now fully kicked in, which means we're going to need pinning operations if we are to catch these guys. So let's do our best to pin them over here. Come on. You can break them. Just give me enough cast hitting that tile. Just give them time to have enough volleys of cast firing. Why am I not getting any casts active in this region? Is it because I've got all my cast flying out of air bases that are oversupply or something? No, this guy very clearly in range. Do we capture that airbase? No. Okay, now tanks are arriving from the south. They're no longer trying to withdraw from this tile. Once these guys arrive, there we go. Yellow tile, yellow tile. There we go. Green. Okay, cast started hitting them. There they go. Broken. That's what I'm talking about. Cease anti-pocketing blocking maneuvers. Tanks in the region all consolidate down. Do. All here. Good. And now the tanks can line up to wipe out the remaining guys in here. Should be easy money. We'll go tile by tile. It's going with the air superiority. And in fact, you know what? We've got time. There's no rush. Hold. Let's let them bleed out. You guys are going to be needing reinforcements in here. Stay on that front just for a second. Give me some light tank support. Make sure they don't break through to relieve this pocket. Okay, and give me a quick pushing them back onto one side of this river, just to slightly reduce the frontage in which they can use to liberate that pocket. There we go. Did get those tanks in the end. Bring them down, and with the destruction of the only powerful Soviet armor formation in the region, there we go. We can now press on towards Stalingrad from both sides of the river. And that should put us in darn good position to take the city. Okay, they are trying to break out. Do not permit this to take place. We've got a lot of divisions in this tile, willing and able to put pressure on me. Do not allow them to break out. We held here. Valiant work by this infantry division holding there. There we go. Yeah, their attack is becoming their undoing. Even as they win it, they're losing here. Nice. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Okay, I just heard a couple of naval invasions. Hello, allies. Meet coastal artillery. Coastal artillery meet allies. You won't be friends for long. We lost... well, let's see if I can find it. It's in Mazor. We probably lost a sizable number of men in that attack. Let's see. That's their attack. My attack on Mazor. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. We lost 700 there. So let's see. Was it in that one too? No, I think it was just Mazor. Here we go. Yeah, 1,000 manpower there. 1,000 manpower there. 1,700 manpower there. Yeah, we bled for that tile to be sure, but it was worth it. Okay, supply obviously absolutely critical in this region. But we are... What the heck have I just do? But we are... we're going to inflict very heavy casualties for it. Soviets, 5.2 million now. That number is a lot higher than when I last checked. So let's look into liquidating this pocket. See what it will be after that. Chemical Industry 3, nice. That's more fuel per oil. Quite a substantial amount more fuel per oil. All factory construction. Yeah, we're going to need more infrastructure before this war is done. Okay, give me that codebook update. Okay, wiping them out in all of these tiles now. Beautiful. Simultaneous offensive. In the east, excuse me, in the east, thank you. Around Stalingrad. Heavy fighting around Stalingrad. But again, the destruction of their armor divisions that they sent south is a cutting blow against their efforts in the region, to be sure. Another naval invasion. One division. Not a concern. Everywhere else looks fine. Over here? Oh yes, right, the pocket. Just real quick. Liquidate that. Let's see what we got here. Total casualties 4.45 million on the Allies. And now... Well, we'll have to wait for it to actually close, which will take a sec. Oh, look at that. Look at all those green fights. Beautiful. Thing of absolute beauty. There we go. Breaking in there. One tile away. Okay, over in the west. Pockets closing fairly uneventfully. Good. Don't allow their tanks to regain any territory in the meantime. Good. Once we've got the new anti-tank filtering into more and more divisions, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. But yeah, we definitely need to get both sides of Stalingrad, both sides of this river under our control, because it looks like they have a serious defense in Stalingrad itself. How long is it going to take for you guys to walk in? Not much longer. So we can see this number tick up. How long is it in the east? 8 days. Good God. 3 days. You guys should probably stay here, so we don't actually let them, and some of you as well, so we don't actually let them push in from the east. We could try and push them all the way out of Iran, but some of these guys have some organization, so I don't think it's worth it. Once this is finished, pushing them out of there, we'll just go back to our original fallback line. We may repeat ad nauseum on the front. Here goes another bunch of Soviets. Already up another 200,000 since we checked when we began closing this pocket. Okay. On the very cusp of taking Stalingrad now. Of course, that is what the Axis thought. Nice. Leveled up. General. One of you should stay here. Don't allow yourselves to become encircled. Can you cross through there? Not quite. Let's be having an encirclement of the city, please. And we need a switch up in plane deployment. Give me many planes over the city, please. There's reorganize our industry done. Do I want to do any of these? We gain 4 off-map militaries. Using Swiss banks gives some good stuff, doesn't it? Oh, that gives consumer goods. Yeah, let's beeline towards that consumer goods. That seems very useful. Now the battle for Stalingrad itself can begin. Fairly well defended under Gorbachev. We'll have to get better organization to attack it than that. You guys, what are you doing in that army? You guys should all be in the tank army. Just spread out here in a defensive formation, please. I don't recall ordering 10 of you to go up there. Instead, we should be preparing for this attack here, which will cement our southern front's security. A simultaneous attack launched in towards Kiev from the north, and into here in the south should devastate them. I want almost all those tanks down here in the south. Good. Right, we're going to need to deal with partisans, otherwise we're going to get uprisings like this. Yeah, which is going to screw with my air bases. It's a big problem. You need 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe. And where is this screwed with my air bases? Who's got too many planes now? This one. So you 200 can switch to here. And actually all of you guys can stop flying because we're not fighting in the south right now. And in fact, you guys can also stop flying because we are fighting there, but the fighting is not heavy. Meanwhile, over Leningrad, how are the casualties? We lost 1 fighter to 6 enemy fighters. Keep it up, sounds good to me. Right, yes, and we have connection with the allies over here. So let's maneuver here, change things up a bit, wipe out these pocketed guys, and we now have, as you can see, overland connections, which we're actually shipping to Helsinki, which doesn't make a huge amount of difference in the end then. That's okay. You guys fall back to here, and we'll establish a new defensive line behind this river. Good. What the heck? How did my camera end up over there? Meanwhile, this pocket's still not closed. 2 hours, though. There we go. There's the overrun. Allied casualties, about 500,000. Pull back to the defensive line. We can repeat that 10 times. The Allies will be down 5 million. Okay. You guys, move in here. Doesn't matter if we lose small sections of the front. I would love it if we could seize this airbase and Minsk, however. That would be superb. Let's get them out of that plains tile. You don't deserve to hold a plains tile on the front with me. It's just how it goes. You guys cut in here as well. And the tanks should be on the right order. I'm not that fussed about that attack, actually. Okay. Stalingrad itself. Men moving to encircle. Continuing to put pressure on the city itself. Encirclement will be completed in 1 day. Establishing a foothold over this bridge. Don't allow them to cut in at the sides. And encircle us. We're getting stretched fairly thin on this front as it is. But once Stalingrad falls, we'll be in very good shape. There's no desperate time pressure, is there? It's not like I have a couple of days left. No, I've got 68 days remaining to seize Stalingrad, which will devastate there. War support, and there it is. Stalingrad, the actual battle for Stalingrad has now been won. All we need to do is have the guys actually moving in. Nice. Now we have them encircled. There we go. Good try, Gorbachev. But the city is mine. Fantastic. Now we're going to just spend some time, stabilize this front. And once we push to here, the obvious thing to do then is to push north to this river. And at the same time push up here. Consolidate across this river line and encircle anyone left in this section of the front line. As partisans are being wiped out. We could just shorten the front line. It doesn't actually shorten it, but smooth the front line here. That would be excellent. And we'll obviously need to work on supply in this region. There goes Stalingrad. Heavily industrialized Stalingrad. Giving us a bunch of new factories. Which I will put on... Did I never upgrade the freaking leopards? That's outrageous. I'll put on new leopards then, I guess. We are short on tungsten once more, but that's okay. Should be able to import from Portugal with ease. This area of the sea is fairly peaceful for the most part. Just make sure we have a stable front line around Stalingrad, which I think I'm now more or less content that we have. More division recovery rate sounds lovely. Look at that. Stalingrad falls to the Wehrmacht. That is what I like to see. Now give me 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, just to be safe. 1, 2, 3 here. Good. Make sure that's all under control. Need 1 more over here. Was it 1 more? 2 more. Done. Crimea. Need any while these guys remain in it. That's fine then. Just get me these partisans' heads, please. If you wouldn't mind. They're looking like they're leaving this tile open to encirclement to me. Let's give it a go, shall we? That tile in the north is being very resistant, but they seem to have neglected to garrison its north and south, so perhaps we can exploit that. Similar situation right here. Good. Okay, that was an extremely good episode. Though I say so myself. Extremely successful indeed. Let's do this, actually. Try and circle them here. Hold. Pause. You guys. All but one of you and one of you. Head right here, please. Good. And then we'll see if we can pocket them there. Shorten that front line to one tile. Would be very nice. Encirclement here looks like it's progressing nicely. Infantry stay behind. Don't let us get counter-encircled. Some light tanks head north. So we can help out with these encirclements here. Soviet casualties. Not a huge increase this episode, but certainly not bad. And the fall of Leningrad, obviously, is a big win. Supply situation here stabilizing. Now that we have the Stalingrad victory point giving us another 12. That's excellent. It's very, very large front war we're orchestrating here. With all this weirdness in terms of you know, the naval invasion of Leningrad and the push up from Turkey into Stalingrad. You guys, you better get a wiggle on or you're going to get encircled, you madmen. Time to change those Enigma codes. Okay. Perhaps in here? Be a rewarding play. Getting to this river, obviously, was the objective of our initial offensive against the Soviets. It'd be nice to finally pull it off. And there we go, that heavily defended tile. Simply outmaneuvered. They're trying to liberate it. There's the tiger. Nice. But we will deal with liquidating these pockets, solidifying this front line, and establishing what was going to be our original first point of our offensive, the Stalin line, or what I call the Stalin line, which I know isn't the Stalin line, with the added bonus that we already have Stalingrad and Leningrad under our control. Hell yeah. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been a great pleasure. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.